Thank you very much. I-Team reporter Brian New. He's been digging into that gunman's past. That man, he joins us now, Brian, live from Dallas. And we now, as we mentioned earlier at the beginning of this newscast, Brian, the identity of this man.
Yeah, Steve, as confirmed by multiple sources, his name is Mauricio Garcia. He was 33 years old, from Dallas, and had no extensive criminal record. We learned that authorities late last night conducted 2 search warrants, one at this extended stay hotel in Dallas, not far from Love Field, where sources tell us he had most recently been staying. The other was at his parents' house in northeast Dallas. Neighbors told us that they saw the FBI last night remove 3 to 4 boxes from the home while police officers spoke with the gunman's parents out in front of the yard. It is here where neighbors tell us the gunman had lived for years, but even longtime neighbors said they didn't know a lot about the 33-year-old. They would see him come and go to work dressed in a uniform that looked like a security guard, but for the most part, they told us he really just kept to himself.
Yeah, it kind of sends a little, chill down your spine and makes you, wonder, like our neighbors were saying, that we know our neighbors, but, how much do we know about our neighbors? So that's kind of the question that we'll never know.
Yeah, so as for the weapon used, sources have told us that the gunman was armed with an AR-15 style rifle. Steve?
Brian, you know as well as I do, this smacks of what we saw almost 7 years ago, July, downtown Dallas. A gunman shows up in fatigues like that. His name is Michael Johnson. He shoots and kills 5 police officers. The question then was motive. Any indication on this particular situation on a motive? Why?
Yeah, that's obviously the big question, Steve. No, not at this time, but we do know through sources that investigators are looking at everything from a possible social media footprint to even the clothing, as you mentioned, that he was wearing at the time of the shooting.
Brian New, thank you very, very much. Again, in that northeast Dallas neighborhood.